Greetings, friends. How are you all doing? It is the end of October, and it's time for another Top 5 and 5 podcast. I'm sitting in my kitchen on this nice fall evening and looking at all the leaves that are falling on the ground outside of my window and all the leaves I'm going to have to pick up. It kind of makes me nauseous, but I'm going to enjoy the beauty right now and just be in the moment and not worry about that. So this month has been an interesting month, as it always is, and I hope you've had a great October as well. I've had some fun and random different wisdoms that I've kind of connected with a lot, especially the human connection wisdom that I shared with you all. In this world of Instagram, Facebook, social media, all this FaceTime that we give to social media, I've kind of taken a step back and realized that I need to focus more on my human connection, working with people, talking to my family and my friends, and really having that FaceTime. I can easily go home from work and just shut my door and shut off for the rest of the day. And I really have kind of neglected that human connection. So taking some time this upcoming month to really put my phone away now that they've had that lovely update on the iPhone that tells me how much I am on my phone. I'm becoming more aware, and now I have this goal with myself to put my phone down and to decrease that time. So I'm setting some goals that way. So I'm not sure if that's something you have been shocked by or have been paying attention to, but I really think it'd be great if we all kind of just gave a little bit more thought to how much time we actually spend behind a screen when we really could be connecting with humans, which is why I do this podcast. Even though I don't get to see them, I get to talk with them. And that's more than anything I could ask for between humans. If I can't actually get in touch with them, like my latest podcast I just recorded, the person is from Canada. Obviously, I can't get there really easily to have an in-person podcast with her, but I love to be able to talk with her. So be with me on this, spend some less time away from the screen, and moving forward, just really focus on some more of that human connection. I've had some great conversations that created some great human connection this past month. My girl crush, Jill Coleman with Jill Fit. She was a fun podcast to have, and she's actually having a really great free online class for the next 2 weeks called Get Shit Done School, which I think resonates with me so much because I use that a lot. So if you don't follow her, go to @JillFit on Instagram or on Facebook, and you can sign up for her free 2-week Get Shit Done School. And it's for health and fitness coaches, so kind of working on your goals. So I'm going to put a little plug in for her for that. I also, of course, spoke with a student, Danielle. I think students are just the most amazing people, and speaking with them and hearing how excited they are about our profession just really lights a fire in me every time I do have a conversation with them. So another thing I'm going to ask you to do is get in touch with a dietitian student. You know, if you have a chance to talk with one, or even as dietitian students talking to each other, that just kind of helps you refocus. You know, if you're getting down on anything, we can always build each other up, and dietitian students are our future, and I really think they hold a special, special place in our profession. So reach out to one this month as well. And then my last podcast was with Melissa Joy Dobbins, who I hope you all saw her presentation at FNCE. She recently presented with Kate Agnew with Dietitian Connection, moderated by Marie, who was on my podcast. I'm so sad I missed it. I heard it was fantastic, and just being in this whole podcasting world with all these amazing dietitians is such an honor. And I think it's so great that we are getting our voices out there, our knowledge, and being in that podcasting sphere of the world. So speaking of FNCE, I just kind of wanted to share, I did not go to FNCE this year because I was focusing on just some of my personal life. I missed it a lot. I really wished I could have been there because I do enjoy seeing all of you in real life and meeting you in person. But I decided to spend some time with some of my family during that weekend. And they're not blood family, but my dad was in the Air Force for 26 years and made some awesome friends while he was in the Air Force. He was very young when he went into the Air Force. And so at age, 18, 19, it's kind of like a fraternity with those men that you worked with. And he was a B-52 and a B-36 bomber. So he was on an airplane and had a crew, and they developed such great relationships and connections. And so my parents would always meet up with the group of people that he flew with on a regular basis while he was still alive. And now that he is gone, I've never had a chance to go with him to a past Air Force reunion. And I really wanted to do that and meet up with some of these people that spend a lot of time with my dad when he was younger and know a lot of great stories about my dad. So my mom and I went to Oklahoma City for the weekend, and we connected with my dad's friends, Oki and Carol, and Teresa and John, and then also Bobby and his wife, Carol. And it was just a great experience to just talk with them, be around them, and just hear stories about their lives, and then also their lives when they were younger and in the Air Force. And so it was very much worth it. I do miss all my FNCE friends, and I will be in Philly next year, so we'll make sure to connect there. Of course, I have my wonderful music. Make sure you check out my workout playlists, kick-ass jams. My favorite this past month was, of course, the Matt Carney tribute, because his concert was amazing. If you've never been to a Matt Carney concert, or if you are kind of a fan, make sure you go. It is well worth it. I can listen to that playlist any time of the week and never get tired of it. And kind of what I'm loving right now, I'm not going to lie, I'm a little obsessed with caramel apples. There's just something about caramel apples this time of year. And I always have to have at least one. This year, I'm probably going to have 2 or 3. But my sweet coworker, Mel, who does all of our caramel apples, told me one day, she's like, I made these for you. I made them with love, and I hope that you have one. And of course, how can I resist that? And I am a sucker for caramel with Heath bars. That is my favorite. And of course, she made that for me. So I have bought 2 of them so far. Probably going to go back for a 3rd. And so I'm really excited about caramel apple season. That's something I just can't get enough of. And then I saw this amazing recipe from Jane, the dietitian, for pumpkin seeds. And that's one of my favorite things, but I like them out of the pumpkin. I don't know about you, but there's just something different about pumpkin seeds from a pumpkin. So I saved her recipe, and I've got this tiny, cute little pumpkin on my front porch that I'm going to make her delicious pumpkin seeds. So that's something I'm really loving right now with the carameled apples. It could be kind of a meal. And I hope that you are loving this time of year. You don't have a lot of leaves to clean up, and you're just looking forward to a great next few months of human connection over the holidays and less screen time. Talk soon.